Hey there, everybody. It's Atherburistan back here with some more SevTech Ages. I've been doing a little work on the scar pit over here, just kind of giving it a little bit of a feel. And I started working on our platform. Not 100% sold, but so far I think I like it. That's all the limestone I have, though, so it's going to be a lot more, many more stacks of limestone to make this. I made it, I think, to the outer corners is a 27 by 27, so we'll have a little bit of a walkway around the altar once it's completely upgraded to tier 6. Today I want to go into the beneath. It's going to be really boring. We're going to do some strip mining, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to do anything super adventurous or find any caves or do anything like that. So I brought the plumb line and some cobblestone to repair a pick, and that's basically all we need. Oh, and lots of torches. I put a bunch more around the perimeter of the base, and then I made 2 more stacks. I tried to record this once already, but I was getting crazy lag, and so I had to restart my computer. As you can see, I started getting silverfish, and I just couldn't fight them because it was so laggy, and I didn't want to die to a silverfish, so I just bailed out. Yep. Oh, that's not the right weapon. Jeez, ridiculous. Probably going to get quite a few of them. So I figure what we'll do in here is twofold. We'll mine up some building materials, maybe not diorite, but maybe some andesite, some limestone. More. Oh, they're so hard to hit. What the heck? Some limestone, some andesite, some more marble if I happen to see it. We want to head down. He just died? What's that about? We need to head down. If we check our Y level here using our handy plumb line, we can see we're at 61. And ideally we want to be down like between 2 and 20. So we're essentially going to mine down to bedrock and see what we can find down there in terms of like building materials and such. Oh, I just rebooted too, so I don't have F7 on. Gonna want that for sure, because if you hang out in the dark here in the beneath, you just take damage. So here's some andesite, but we're still a little bit high up. So here we are down at Y level 18, and we're just gonna go in a straight line until we find something that we want. That would be marble, limestone. I could still use some more slate for that roof. I have about 6 blocks left to place, or maybe half a dozen, 6 or half a dozen, one of those. I don't, maybe a dozen or so blocks, something like that, to place. Like I said, andesite. I think we might need some diorite for something like random crafting ingredients, but I think we'll get enough of that incidentally, just like picking up little blocks like we're doing right here randomly as we're talking. Oh, I just turned around to check and make sure that we didn't have any X's on the floor, but oh, my pick is broken. It's not going to work very well. That was pretty fortunate. Make sure there's no more. So that's basically going to be my life for a while here. I'll get back to you if anything interesting happens, or when I find enough of this stuff that I think I can call it good. I'd like to get close to a stack, but I don't know if I want to spend the time that it's going to take to actually get a stack, because it is not very common. It's not like the corallium where it's kind of everywhere and in big veins. It's usually just 2 or 3 at a time, and they're few and far between. So depending on how much patience I have, I'll be back sooner or later. Okay, that was sketchy. I didn't even have time to hit record. I just got attacked by like 6 or 7 silverfish all at once, so they took me down to 4.5 hearts. I've got a bunch of stuff, but not very much black quartz. Still just the one spot that we found, the 4. I went all the way down there, and then now I'm heading in this direction, and I'll just do branches off of this main shaft. But so far, not super good. So there is a cave right above me. That cobblestone was where I mined out this gravel, and there was an opening. I found another opening in the branch next door. I'm not going to go up and investigate it because it sounds really dangerous, but I thought it was worth pointing out. Still, I'm up to 9, and you'd think, oh, he probably hasn't been at it for very long, but you'd be wrong. Well, that's basically my inventory full, and I've got 17, so we're gonna call that good. I'll have to come back later with some chests so I can empty things out. Now, interestingly, there's limestone and marble like right here, and there's limestone right here, but down here, 0. Not any limestone at all. So apparently apparently limestone doesn't spawn that low, and I don't have the inventory space now to pick any of that up, even if I mine some. So let's go back. Okay, that looks like it's working. We didn't die, so we've officially made it farther in this playthrough than we did in Season 2. Yay! I'm pretty stoked on that, actually. I was bummed to lose all my progress, but I have to be honest, I'm liking this build a lot better than the ivory tower or marble tower that I had going. I think this is going to be, assuming I don't die, I think this is going to be amazing. Now, in order to use any of this, we first have to grind it and then smelt it. So let's feed this to our horse over here and let him get going on that. Meanwhile, let's go and dump a bunch of blocks in our blocky things chest. Keep 1 stack of cobblestone on us to repair tools. Now we need to think about where we're going to put this, and by this I mean our our rotational power. We want the water wheel, so we need to put it by water, of course. For that we need rice slime balls or glue or coagulated blood, 8 of them. So 8 times 4, we could get it with blood by doing 32 rotten flesh. We could make the rice slime ball. I think 32 rotten flesh looks like less work. Assuming we have 32, I'm sure we do. I've been picking up an awful lot of rotten flesh. $32 rotten flesh. I think that's going to be our best bet. Ash, you don't belong in there. I would have expected to have more rotten flesh than that. Like, I have killed a lot of zombies. Let's put our plum away. And our shears. Actually, let's keep our shears out for a minute. Let's go and real quick and shear the sheep. Chicken decided to join them in the pen, which is fantastic. That means we don't have random chicken stuff all over the base. I just want to make sure we don't accidentally shear the chicken because that's going to cause it damage. Can I climb, please? Now, I don't know if we have any fuel left in here or not. We sure don't. Let's dump some rotten flesh in there. Perfect. Some low-grade charcoal. We'll leave that in here as primitive fuel. I guess this is going to take a minute. Alright, 8 coagulated blood. I know I got a little sidetracked. I was just thinking about it. Like, I was like, we're going to need some stuff to do this, and then I just started making that. Oh, this guy's probably done though. While we were waiting for all of that, I harvested a bunch of our, well, all of our farms actually. You can see they're already growing back. Those bees do good work. Alright, let's throw this stuff in a furnace. Do we have tiny charcoal in one of these? I don't think we do. Let's grab like half a stack of this and feed it back through to get some tiny charcoal. And then what we actually need, is it an axle? Yeah, what we need the black quartz for is this. So we're going to need hemp rope, sticks, and black quartz to make axles. And we're going to need quite a few of them to hook up all of the various machines. There's a saw, there's the millstone that we have back in the Stone Age hut, which we'll make another one just so we can leave that one there. And then there's the turntable. So we need to hook up all of those, and then we need to make a gearbox, and we need several of these axles to go between the gearboxes. So probably all 17 of these black quartz will just be turned into axles. And if we need more for something else, then I'll have to go back. I mean, I'll have to go back anyway. We're probably going to need more because we also need to make. We'll save 2. We'll save 2 because we want to make a sentient sword. Which, if we look at the recipe for that, we either need an iron sword, which we don't have access to iron yet, or we need a black quartz sword. So, yeah. We need a petty tartaric gem. Shadow fragments, bronze ingots, ashes, and blue dye powder. Blue dye powder. Well, you know, we went and got a whole bunch of blue flowers. Let's see if that's going to give us blue or light blue. If we use those, it's going to get us light blue. That guy will get us blue though. We're going to need a couple of these. That guy gets us blue. Oh, whoops. That guy gets us blue. I don't want to use up all my blue flowers, but I think 3 of them will do for now. That'd make 6 of the tartaric gems. I'm going to go do this stuff in the millstone because you get double. There's a sheep in here. Is this going to work with all that stuff in there, I wonder? Rain? Yeah, oh, okay, it is. Beautiful. Alright, that's enough for 6. You don't belong out here, friend. I don't know where this sheep came from. I don't think it escaped from the pen. I don't think that that's possible. It just spawned in spontaneously. Join the herd, bud. Welcome to the stand show. Oh yeah, so you can see here I've got most of this front row to do and a few on the side. Of them, and then I've harvested. That's why I was out there harvesting the farms, because we got to grind up all of this hemp and turn it into the hemp cloth or whatever it was. Should store that recipe. This guy, hemp rope. So for that we need 6 hemp fibers, and then to get the hemp fibers we need hemp in here. So 2 of these will get us 3 of those, or I mean 2 of these will get us 6 of these, which gets us 1 of those. So we can get 32 axles. So we basically need to do half a stack of this stuff, which is going to be super awesome, and I'm going to do that off camera. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, we got a stack and a half of hemp fibers, which we can craft into hemp rope. Sure what happened there, but okay. That gives us 16, and we needed sticks. Wooden axles. However, oh, that only does half. I miscalculated. Well, let's see what we can get done with that. Uses, we need a gearbox, which is thin slabs, bronze plates, and gears. Glue. How get cauldron, rotten flesh, or pelts. What are you? Gator skin. There are gators? What? That's it. Rotten flesh or various pelts. Okay. What do we got for various pelts in here? Got a black bear pelt. I'm not worried about making leather. I think we have some other pelts. Oh wait, let's grab our rotten flesh. We're gonna have to make a cauldron, which is cauldron, unfired clay bowl, just 5 clay. That's super easy. I would have made that a long time ago. We could have used glue instead of these things too. Although maybe we wouldn't want to do that, I'm not sure. Don't go in there, okay. Phew. Let's try in the kiln. Nope, not you. Maybe? Are you working? Hello? Hello? Okay. Let's grab 1 low-grade charcoal. As far as I'm aware, we still don't have flint and steel. We'll put this in the forge, in the new area. Do we put it right here? No, because that's where the melter's gonna go. so we put it over here. We put it over here. And we need fire sticks. Augmic fire. Augmic fire. Poof. Alright, rotten flesh. We got 12 of those guys. And one black bear pelt. Let's go see. I think all the pelts that we have out here are things that we want to keep. Wolf pelt, wild dog. Okay, buffalo hide we can nuke. How much rotten? Oh, that's where all the rotten flesh is. Hello. We've got 49. Yeah, okay. I love how fast we get all of a sudden running around the island. Okay, so 49 does not divide by 3, but 48 does. We'll just throw that in there. Awesome. We need slabs. Okay, so we need 8 of these guys and 4 per, so we need 32 slabs. We also need our, do I not have any? Again, I think they're in the primal hut. Shadow fragments, yeah. Take those while we're here, since we came here to get them. And then bronze ingots is the last thing we need. I'm working on 2 projects at once. If it's not making any sense, that's why. We need these items here are for the tartaric gems that we want to make. We also need demonic will, and I believe we are out of snares. Also seem to be out of 10 ingots, so in order to get some demonic will, we're going to have to pound blocks. I think that'll do for now. What was it? Was it ash in the middle? Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more of that. Let's grab a stack of wood of some sort. We'll do 24 since it's a nice evenly divisible by 8 number. We'll get some more of that on the way. We have 3 ash, so we can make whatever we can make with that. That might be, that's probably enough actually. Let's see, let's put that next to our axe. It is conveniently dark 30. So let's go see what kind of trouble we can find out in the open plains. Got any mobs out here? You a zombie? Yes, you are. Zombie villager. There we go. One demonic well, we might as well use the rest of these snares while we're out here. We're waiting for things to cook up anyway. While we're out here, let's torch it up. This is what I do. I just kind of like, at random times come out here and place a few torches just to try to stay ahead of the build a little bit. I don't know what happened to this place. It must have caught on fire. Maybe it got struck by lightning. I don't know. Ooh, we definitely want to put a torch inside there, though. How do we get in? Is there a door? That'll work. I heard a zombie. Where are you at, Zombert? I thought I was going to have enough of this clay. Ooh, that guy is serious. Seriously, dude? 4.5. That's a lot. That's a biggin. Alright, we got 4 more snares. We could probably get 1 more demonic will. There we go. We have a volunteer. Or we could not get another. Got any armor for me, dude? I could use a helmet. No, pants. I'll take them. Is that double pants? Oh, look at us go. We got pants. Not that it's going to do us a lot of good. I mean, the durability on them is kind of terrible, but I hear you. My intention was not to come out here and fight a bunch of mobs, but these guys drop armor, so I'm interested. Actually, we have bronze now. We can make better armor than what we're wearing, significantly. Well, maybe not significantly, but better. Eventually I'm gonna put this Terra clay all down here, at least for a little ways. Maybe like to right here, and then it can be a natural cape after that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. This right here, this chunk has a mineral deposit in it, and that right there is the middle of the chunk, so I threw some marble down so that I could find it all again. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. The inside of this is all going to be Terra clay, you know, out to like right here or something, maybe even farther out, I don't know. I was thinking about it. We could maybe put our rotational power right here, build a little hut down here on the water. It shouldn't interfere with this other build, and it will be kind of out of the way. The other option, while we're talking about it, the other option would be to put it out on the water here, which maybe is better. I'm not sure. I think I'm kind of leaning towards right here. I'm planning to run more farms because we will find more things to plant, so like maybe 2 or 3 more farms, and then we could put the building like right next to that eucalyptus tree or something. Anyway, just playing with ideas right now. I'll figure it out when the time comes, which is proximate. The time is coming soon. Probably between this episode and the next, I will have to come up with a plan and get started on that plan. I want to finish this build up. Well, maybe not finish. Finish might be a strong word, but I'd like to work on this some more first before I start on another project. So it's you and you and you and what was the other thing? What was the other thing? Ash. was ash. That'll get us the tartaric gem. We'll just make as many of those as we can. Does it use this? It does. It takes one. Oh, and it seems like it has a minimum as well. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay. It just got... Obviously, that's not going to work. So this will get us... Yeah, okay, that's perfect. We did good. That'll get us 6 total. Magic. 6 of those guys. I don't have enough inventory space to take the rest of that with me. That's unfortunate. And then we need a black quartz sword. Have some things to drop off, some mob drops. Dropping off the drops. Now, it just occurred to me that we need demonic essence for this as well. Doesn't look like... Oh, minimum 0. So we just... Okay, we're good. We can just use the one that's in there. Alright, let's make ourselves a sword. We have sticks already. It just occurred to me that I probably need to figure out where I'm going to put this build this episode, because that's actually what we're doing right now. You. So the sentient sword, what it does is, now anytime we kill a mob with the sentient sword, it's going to automatically give us demonic will. We don't have to use the snares anymore. That's the power of the sentient sword. So if we throw these on the ground and then pick them up again, instead of going into our inventory, they should fill this one. They went into here. Now the damage of the sentient sword is only 4, or is only 1. 1? Should be higher than that. Really? Anyway, the amount of damage that it does is dependent on how much demonic will you have in your best tartaric gem. So we're going to be hard pressed. I wonder, let's go see if we can find like some chickens or something. I don't know if it even works with chickens or not. This seems awfully close to not be lit up. Did I just miss this area? Seems very near to my base to not have a bunch of torches scattered around. Eventually, the goal obviously will be to get this entire like island area. We're surrounded by rivers, so I guess that's not technically an island, but I don't know what else to call it, so I'm calling it an island. I guess technically you can have a river. Yeah, we have islands in the rivers near us. I guess that works. The olive sapling. Interesting. Alright, any chickens around? Is that a cow? No, that's a tree. There's a sheep. Let's go wail on a sheep for a second. Now, this thing had 1.4. Calm down a little bit. Did it work? No, we only get it for hostiles. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Let's go back to base. Okay, I think right here is where I want to do this build. Did we make aqueducts already or not? I kind of vaguely remember doing that, but it might have been season 2. We're going to need aqueducts in any case. They're definitely not in here. We can use... Let's just look it up. Aqueduct. We can use stone. Unfamiliar items. Really? Those are unfamiliar items? Polished diorite. Polished granite. I think we have some diorite. That looks like a pretty good option. My inventory, though, can't even pick up the diorite. Actually, let's go put a stack of clay balls into the press. Get us some clay blocks. We're going to need those. Alright, there's a bunch of food in there. And then we put in 1 stack, so 16, I guess 15, since it's 3 per, right? Yeah. Now, I didn't know this before, but I was watching a video while I was in between episodes of a guy doing a SevTech Ages of Skies, because I've been thinking about that mod pack. Having watched his video, however, I don't think I'm interested in it, because it's basically, it's not a skyblock in the traditional sense. You get an island, you start on an island that's like maybe 60 blocks in diameter, or maybe a little more. I don't know, it's not like I got a really good look at the island as a whole. And then you're just surrounded by other little islands, and you have to fly around to the various biomes and get all the things that you need. So the only difference between this and that is that the biomes are all super small, and you have to fly to them instead of traveling over land and sea. So, which also, you have to use this thing called a Volar kite, which I don't even know if that's in the base pack or if that's something they added for the skyblock, but it sounds like something that would probably cause a lot of death, and I want to stick to the hardcore theme, so that doesn't really work. Otherwise it would just be, let's try this mod pack, and then we would die, and it'd be like, let's try it again. It doesn't sound very interesting to me. Now, this building doesn't need to be very big, I don't think. I'm pretty sure something like this would probably do the trick. I'll hold off on building walls for now, but I think this is roughly what we're going to need. So we need something for the floor. Maybe we go, and then, okay, so let's have our water flow in here. We don't technically need the aqueducts. Oh, I don't know if I got around to the original point that I was trying to make about the aqueducts apparently create infinite water sources. My apologies. It's a new dog. The old dog was well trained. He knew not to bark on the indoors, but this dog he's like barely a year, just a year maybe, and just hasn't quite figured out that he's not supposed to bark in the house. He was on his way outside to bark, but he couldn't control himself. So we'll have our water come in here. We'll put our water wheel. We need a gearbox. The gearbox goes right there. The water wheel will go on that. The water wheel is 5x5, so it should have enough room right there to function. And then we'll have our axles out like this. Well, we got to have one on the side here for the water wheel. We got to have one here. Actually, maybe we want to come out the top. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then we'll have another gearbox. It won't work. There we go. Why wouldn't it work? It just would not place a block. And then we'll have another axle and a gearbox, and then an axle and an axle. This is about the most compact build that I can come up with. And an axle. So we'll put the turntable, has to take power from the top or from the bottom, so the turntable will go up there. The saw is the most versatile. It can take input from various directions, and then the millstone has to take input from the top. So, and the gearboxes cannot go adjacent to one another. They have to have an axle in between. So that is about the bare minimum, and that leaves us with 2 axles, but we do have 7 black quartz left. We're going to need axles for crafting the machines, so we're probably going to have to do up the rest of these, which means I am going back to the primal hut. Maybe. Can we make this work? No, I'm just going to go do it. I'm going to go make the rest of this hemp rope, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I got that done. I was just going to pick some wood up from our chopper, and I realized that our horse is gone, which means our lead is probably also gone. I don't think I happened to pick it up. But where's our horse? He's just gone? Oh, no. What happened? He was just... Shh. Yeah, he's figuring it out. Apologies about the dog. There's literally nothing I can do. The dog lives here. It's his house. It's actually not my house. It's the dog's house. Oh, there's our horse. What are you doing in there, dude? I'm house sitting for my brother, so it's his dog, and it just is what it is. I don't know if horses can get over fences or not. How did you get in there is the question. Can I just pull you out? No. You also cannot lift horses. However, buffalo cannot fit through one wide openings. Bruh. Seriously? Oh. It's like, why is it taking so long? It's because I'm using my pick. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come on. Let's get you back where you belong. Come on, partner. No? Too far away? There we go. Anyway, I really just came here to pick up some wood, but I ended up fixing problems. While I'm here, this is how it goes. Like, oh, while I'm here, I should do stuff that's completely unrelated to what I'm doing, but is nevertheless important. If I want to keep eating, I have to keep feeding worms to that thing. It's about the easiest food we've got, that or baked potatoes. But even the baked potatoes are more work. You got to go down there and actually harvest them. Whereas the fish are just in the box, always ready. What did we figure? We needed 32 slabs. We're going to need slabs for other things too. $39. of those. That gives us 7 of these, which we want to go put in the chopping block, I believe. That should give us 14 of the thin slabs, which I don't remember what we needed those for. We'll come back for those. Now we have the press to take care of. It's got our clay. Polished diorite. I just used the chisel. I thought I had messed up because you have to craft polished diorite in groups of 4, but apparently not, because the chisel exists. So now if we go back here, there we go. Now, in theory, anyway, these are infinite water blocks. Let us go grab our canteen, our, what's it called, our fluid bladder, and test the theory. Can we actually take water? I've been meaning to get the fluid bladder out of here anyway, because right now it's the closest thing we have to a bucket. Although we are well on our way to actually having a bucket. We can very soon make a bucket. After this build is complete, we'll have bucket technology. Oh, my inventory. Let's go drop this. Yes, that is infinite water. Okay, good to know. That is fantastic. I think that I will take that basin from down there, because what I don't want near my farms are blocks that I'm going to accidentally step on and then trample on my crops. So it's really convenient, for example, to have the totems up on top of the beehives, because we can't accidentally climb up that or step up that and then trample the crops. So having that basin there is like it's an existential threat to the croplands. Okay, let's check. We need, a copper gear. 4 copper plates, a stone gear. Okay, so we need a whole bunch of these gears. We made glue. We need 2 for the gearboxes and 1 for this thing. We made glue. We need planks, we need sticks, we don't have. That's the wrong chest. Brilliant. Some sticks. Craft up all of these guys. We'll say make the rest of those. I don't think we need black quartz for anything else. That gives us a good amount. Not fear, gear. Five is not so very many. What are we short? Sticks and planks. We've got lots of planks. We just have to go. I'm wondering how this horse got free. That's really disconcerting. Okay, we'll take those guys. We need those for our gearbox. And more planks. We need three gearboxes minimum. Bronze plates, you don't say. 3 So we need 6 of these guys. My inventory, though, tell you what, it's all important stuff too. Like, there's not very much that I'm just like, oh, we don't need that. I think we're done with those for the time being. That'll have to do. 1 cobblestone. No thanks. Okay, where were we? Right, we needed more sticks. I knew that. I was just testing you guys. 16, that's what I'm talking about. I don't think we need quite that many though. Let's do half of those. Gearboxes. Right, bronze plates. I didn't have enough inventory space to actually grab this hammer. Okay, I think that's all we need to make those. We should be able to make 3 of them. Beautiful. Then we just need the copper gear. Stone gear. Get copper gear needs copper plates. Okay, we're getting close. Comes in, he goes out. It's weird. It's always this time of day too. It's 5 o'clock. I was noticing it the other day, and it didn't make any sense. I'm sure it makes sense to him, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Now we need a new hammer, which I believe takes a stone. 1 stone block. I think it's stone anyway. We'll find out. Yes, stone hammer. We don't have any use for a stone sword. That's garbage. So are these rushes. They are, it's not that they're not worth anything, they're just super easy to get. They're, if you cut down the rushes with shears, like all of these that are growing down here, if you cut them with shears, they grow back. So it's an infinite source of that. We don't ever need to worry about saving them. Okay, I think we are ready. One water wheel. Now the way that these gearboxes work, if you hold shift and place it, then it will place the input face away from you, which is what we want in this case. So now if we put our water wheel on there, oh, apparently I was wrong about that. It did not place it facing away from us. Okay, now it's working. Yes. Like so. Like so. Now, final bit of business. We just need our machines. So we need a saw, which is a whole bunch of gears. Bronze, 2 copper, flint saw blade, which takes a tin gear and some flaked flint. Okay. We need the saw. Wait, why do I have feathers bookmarked on my page there? We need a, what is it called? Wheel? No. No. Is it at better with mods? Yeah. Turntable, that's what it's called. So we'll bookmark that. And then we need the millstone, which is probably the easiest one of the 3. Mostly just stone. Alright, let's get it done. We can round out the episode, and then we can think about what we're going to build around it. Oh, I got a crafting table right here. So we need one of them guys. Do we have any? Dude, really? He just walked in and he's like, nope, gotta go bark again. Something's got him all riled up. Alright, there's our millstone. That's the easy one. Turntable takes 1 copper gear. And dark oak plank siding. We need the saw set up for that, so we'll do that in just a minute here. So I guess we need to make the saw first. So that's what I'm hearing. Copper gears. So we need 3 copper gears and a bronze gear. That's going to be 12 copper ingots. That's exactly what we've got. And then 4 bronze ingots. And then I believe we needed 4 tin ingots for the saw blade. So we'll go and smash all of that up. Like so. Magic. There's all of that. We're going to need more cobblestone, which we should have. So that's 4 total. Are you back? Oh, right back outside again. Weird dog. 1 bronze gear. Oh, I needed 1 more of those, didn't I? Just had to get that last bark out of his system, I guess. I don't know. Go try to figure dogs out. 3 of those. 1 of these. We need 4 flaked flint. I keep forgetting about these metals. They could have been done ages ago. Do we have any of those? I don't think. I think we have some back in the primal hut. But I kind of want to leave some stuff there because now it just kind of looks like this deserted, empty thing. Can we use this marble to flake our flint? Oh, but we can use this limestone. Somehow we got a bonus flaked flint out of that. Not complaining. It was the tin gear, right? There's our saw blade. I'm just gonna trash that guy because I don't think we actually need it. Or these. We can always make more of all that stuff if we need it. It's pretty common. All the grass, all the dirt blocks that I dig up, I actually get a pretty good supply of flint. We need this leather band thing, leather belt. Muck, glue. Do we have any glue left? We do. So we need some leather cordage. Which means we also need some string. Oh, I don't have my work blade, do I? Where are are you, Mr. Workblade? Six of those guys. There's that. There's our saw. Fantastic. We've got to get this going so that we can get the pieces we need to make the other things. Now that we have this saw, it's worthy of note. Just place a block there like so. So that gives us these oak plank siding. We needed 3 of them, right? Now if we do that again, we get oak plank molding. And if we do it again, we get oak plank corners. And if we do it again, we get gears, wooden gears. So now we don't have to do all that tedious crafting to make wooden gears. We can just get them basically for free for the cost of a bit of right clicking. Okay, next machine. We needed, let's see if we can get rid of that, turntable. Got everything we need for that. That's fantastic. Now we can get a bucket, a proper bucket. Oh, did I already make? I already made the millstone. Okay, we are done with both of those. The turntable. Oh man, really? I made it up there and everything. This guy, I might want to drop this down one more. What I'm going to do is bring this water around and then have it flowing out this way to catch everything that this drops. And then like push it into an output chest. I'm hoping that's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. Or I could just put a bunch of hoppers down there maybe and not use water. I don't know. Let's try that one more time. Yeah. Oh, I put it back. Dang it. I had one clay block left before we end the episode. We should make a bucket. I think that's a worthy advancement. I put it in here, didn't I? No, I did not. I must have put it in here. Clay block, okay. Unfamiliar item. Wait, what? Bucket. Unfired clay bucket. Oh. Okay. Okay. It's not what I thought at all. Not what I thought at all. Not even a little bit. Okay, so we need 6 clay. Might as well make 2 buckets. Since we've got 2 of these things. Oh. bucket. Oh my goodness, I can do that? 2 bucket. Buckets. Oh my goodness, bucket technology is so good. It's the little things. This mod pack makes you appreciate the little things like crafting tables and chests, regular vanilla furnaces, buckets. This isn't even a proper bucket. We can't move lava with it. Well, I mean, technically we can, but only one time. If we need to move some lava, we can make a whole bunch of these buckets. They're one-time use only. Sweet. Buckets. Where does that leave us with our advancements? Oh, this isn't even the right page. We're good with the secondary stuff. I need to go back to the beneath and get aquamarine before we can progress. What is this? Can't find a jungle. Summon a parrot. Yeah, that's a abyssal craft summoning ritual. So I think between episodes I'll go and find some aquamarine because it's going to be more of the same. I'm going to have to dig all the way up to the top of the beneath and branch mine for a bunch of this stuff, which is going to be super, super fun. I promise. And then we can start working on a little bit of astral sorcery and get out of Age 1. Hopefully next episode we can do all of that. You guys have a wonderful day, and make sure you leave me a like.